Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And today I'm going to take these Venustas Heated Gloves for a spin. I've been using these now for about a week in cold weather, even sub-zero, and just love them. They are really a life changer, and I'm not going without heated gloves again. I'm kind of picky about my gloves. I have lots of different gloves, various types and styles for various things, including mittens. And I always like certain characteristics of the glove. I like leather palms. They're a lot easier to grab things with. They feel better than a lot of the synthetics. I like gauntlets. That's these extra large kind of bell-shaped cuffs that you can cinch down. And that's important to me, especially if you wear a watch, to be able to slide it up and then seat it. I like the ability to adjust the cuff quite easily right there. And then I've got different ones for different sports and activities. This is ice climbing, skiing with carbon fiber reinforced knuckles so you don't bang your knuckles on the ice. I've got other skiing ones with knuckle pads on them. Again, same gauntlets. My old racing days, I used a lot of mittens, including big gauntlet mittens like this. Used gauntlet mittens like this for real cold weather work. You might notice there's a lot of insulation here. When you look at a glove, you really can't have that thickness and still maintain dexterity. So that's the trade-off. So you go to mittens when it's really cold and you don't need the dexterity. And you might be asking, dexterity? You mean like if I put on this glove, can I pick up a snap-on wobble bit off the sidewalk? And the answer is yes, you can. It's right there. No problem. All day long. Well, what about a dime? That's kind of the industry standard. Can you pick a dime up with gloves? So I'm wearing these big heavy gloves. There's my dime. Yeah, easily. All day long. No problem. Some gloves you can't, mittens you can't. But anyway, so I have lots of different mittens and gloves for various activities, jobs, chores, etc. A lot of times I'll wear liners inside them, and that's, so if my hands are sweating, I can just swap out liner, put a new liner in, and keep going. Sometimes a little bit added warmth. It gives me one more layer to add to these. Here's a mountain biking one. This is a gauntlet mountain biking. You can see I can close it over a watch, cinch it down. Nice solid glove, but not much insulation. But it has gel, has leather, all the things I like. So let's take a closer look at these. These are a polyester with lambskin palms. They have touch technology, so you can operate a phone with this. They use Thinsulate. Thinsulate is a 3M company insulation. It's designed as a compressed polyester. You need dead airspace to have insulation. That's how this stuff works. And Thinsulate is often used in gloves or where you want to have a thin insulation, but still a very productive insulation. And one of the things that you do with Thinsulate is measure it by how many grams it weighs per square meter, and then that gives you the sort of like the insulation quality of it. Or effectiveness, and this uses 141 grams per square meter in Thinsulate, which is about in the middle of the range for the super cold applications for it. We have got tremendous technology now with heating elements, circuitry, and batteries. So if you had old heating or heated clothing and it just didn't quite perform, we're in a new generation. My first pair of heated anythings were ski boots back in the late 1980s, early 90s. It was interesting, kind of revolutionary, and then I don't know if they even made it a month before I broke them. But anyway, let's take a look at the batteries here. By the way, you can charge the batteries quite easily. It uses an AC charger here, and I'm just plugging it into my Milwaukee top off, which I like these things, which gives me some added life out of this system if I'm away from AC outlets. Now, these have 3 different settings. And that, of course, affects the battery life. So you're going to get 2.5 to 3.5 hours when you have it on full blast, which you probably don't need it on full blast very often. 4.5 to 5 hours in the middle setting, and then 7 to 8 hours on the low setting. And often you're toggling it back and forth. I've been out many hours, and I usually don't want to leave them on. It basically, you can use them to take the edge off, or just run them on low. So, because these are actually excellent gloves, even without the heating side. They're just a tremendous, good, solid glove, which is why I thought it would be a good place to start. And then see if the heating elements, take it to the next level, which they do. And I will now never go without these. And in fact, when I first turned them on, my thoughts immediately went to, I am so excited about hunting season next fall. Simply because I'm going to be using these, and my hands and feet, especially in early morning in the mountains when it's cold and snowy, it just takes some of the fun out of it. And boom, right there, I'm excited instantly. So life-changing. So let's take a look at these guys. I'm going to disconnect the batteries here from the charger and drop them into the glove. And they just take a little bit of a connection right there, drop it into this pouch on the back of the glove, and then it's got a solid zipper here with a nice zipper pull garage at the end. That's a nice little benefit. Put this one in. So you can get more batteries if you want, or you can charge them overnight, whatever works for you. So there they are. They're ready to go. They are not on. This will light up when it's on and also indicate what level they're in. But what I'm going to do is use this thermocouple on my Klein. This is the MM700 meter. And I'm going to turn it to a temperature setting. Make sure my lead's on tight. There we go. So it's about 55 degrees in my shop right now where I'm working. And I'm going to slide this in. Now, I did have this on my hand, so might have a little residual warmth. It's up whopping 59 degrees now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one on. So I hold the button down. It turns red. It'll go through kind of a preheating. You can see it's breathing a little bit every once in a while, like that. And now I'm going to turn it to the full red and watch the temperature as this starts to climb. If it doesn't, my thermocouple's not on right. There we go. It's picking up something. So on this one, what I'm going to do is actually use my Klein. Make sure I'm in the zone for heating. This thermocouple's a little bit persnickety. There we go. So on this one, I'm going to use my Klein thermal imager. So I'm going to turn this guy on, let it warm up. You can see little simple device. So here we go. When it's pointed at the glove, you can see. Actually, I'm about 61 degrees on the outside of the glove. Here's my hand, so you can see, as it's on the glove. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy on. We're at 73 here. Kick that one on. Go to my high setting here. So you'll be able to see that one slowly start to warm up. I'll lay my hand right here so you can see where it'll be. Little residual. 60 degrees. We're at 79 over on this one. 80 degrees. So imagine it's really cold. I just turned my gloves on. They're sitting next to me, say, in the truck, about to get out and head across the field or whatever, and they're already at 80 degrees. I don't have to warm them up. There, you see that? You can see the distribution of the heat in the glove. It's warming up the fingers, little fingers nice and toasty. Here's the palm. I can kind of see through the glove. Here's my hand, so you can get an idea of the scale here. So it's warming up on the outside. What are we at? We're at 90 degrees here. Anyway, pretty amazing technology. Real solid. The Venustas company makes heated coats, heated vests, and heated gloves. And all of it looks top quality. Real materials. Real, this uses, 3M reflective tape. The touch sensitivity, the lambskin, I mean, all high-end. The Velcro here, good solid Velcro. You can see right here for making cuff adjustments. In fact, here for the cuff, simple pull. They've got a locked cord lock here. Grab that with your teeth or whatever. Cinch it up there, nice and snug. Just simply pull that, and cracks open again. Excellent fit. I was in between the large and the extra large. I chose the large because I would prefer the dexterity, and I don't have to put a liner in it if I don't want, because it's heated. That's the point of these things, but they work great even if you're not interested in the heating side of it. What are we at here? 104 degrees inside. So I can do remote charging with my top off. I've used these in all kinds of different cold weather conditions, doing different things, and they've just performed always. And one of the things I was surprised about was the dexterity. They really do have a good fit, which is nice that they are a high-end glove, and on top of that, they've got heating elements inside them. So if you're interested in getting into the heated clothing side of things, I have no hesitations here with Venustas. This just really impressed me, and it changed my life. I'm going to always have heated gloves at least. And I'm curious about some of the other stuff now. Maybe they've got a convert. 114. Anyway, this is a pretty amazing technology. Let's pop it out and see what happens. And it's well worth taking a look at, especially if you have to do work in cold weather, or even just, I love to walk the dog in the snow. Perform great that way. Skiing, perfect. Winter mountain biking, perfect. Snowmobiling, whatever. This is the ticket. The Venustas Heated Gloves. And with that, Doc out.